What's up everybody, I'm Hoops and Hip Hop. You know, it seems like we as a Pokemon community like to give Ash Ketchum a lot of crap for all of the dumb things he's done over the years. And while some of this criticism is a little excessive, some of it is completely justified. However, some of the dumbest things that Ash has done were the things he didn't do, namely releasing certain Pokemon. Ash is known for making some questionable decisions when it comes to releasing his Pokemon, and on top of that, there are several of his Pokemon that he probably should have released, but didn't. So in this video, I'm going to count down the top 5 Pokemon that Ash should have released. These are Pokemon that either didn't fit on his team very well, or were flat out awful and should have never been caught in the first place. So, without further ado, let's check it out. The first Pokemon I've got on this list is Hawlucha, but I don't think it should be released because it's weak or anything. In fact, Hawlucha did pretty well for Ash during his time in Kalos, however I think Hawlucha would have been a good Pokemon to fill that role of being released. The reason I say this is because Hawlucha was introduced into the anime protecting other Pokemon from an Ursaring, and a super infamous reason for Ash releasing Pokemon is so that they can protect other Pokemon. Personally, I think this trope is played out at this point, but they keep using it, and using it on a Pokemon like Hawlucha where it's already set up for that sort of thing is, in my opinion, much better than doing it to a Pokemon like Goodra or Greninja where they're ripped away from us right at the end for some stupid excuse of a reason. Basically, releasing Hawlucha, even though he's cool, would have been much better than releasing Greninja, for example, and I wish he could have taken the fall instead. Up at number 4 is Torkoal, and I hate to say it, but you gotta get rid of this Pokemon, Ash. Torkoal is one of Ash's weakest Pokemon ever, only winning about 22% of its battles. On top of that, this Pokemon is a crybaby. It cries all the time, and it was originally found by Ash and friends being attacked by a bunch of Steel-type Pokemon, who Torkoal is strong against. So, I mean, if Torkoal can't beat a bunch of Steel types, I don't think there's any hope for it. Now, I don't want to come off as a jerk by just wanting to release Torkoal for being a weak Pokemon, but Ash has got too many of his own problems to deal with to try and take on the challenge of training Torkoal. He obviously wants to be a Pokemon master, but he's made some really boneheaded moves throughout his journey, which really detracts from that goal, and until he can get those things sorted out, I don't think he should try and train a mess of a Pokemon like Torkoal. Next at number 3 is Leavanny, and this one is a little bit of a dark horse pick because I don't really have any facts or figures as to why Leavanny should be released. I just personally don't think that Leavanny is the type of Pokemon that fits on an Ash Ketchum team. This is obviously a personal quip, but I just don't feel like Leavanny is a good pick for Ash, especially considering Unova has the biggest roster of Pokemon to choose from. On top of that, Ash already had Snivy as a grass type, so he didn't need another one. This might seem like a bit of a weak pick because I don't have a lot of reasoning, but personally I don't think Leavanny is a good fit at all for Ash, and there were better options he could have gone with during his journey throughout Unova. Up at number 2 is another Unova Pokemon, Palpitoad. Freaking Palpitoad. This is probably one of the only Pokemon in existence that I don't like simply for the fact that it exists. It just has something about it that makes me want to wipe it off the face of the earth, and it definitely should have been wiped off of Ash's team. Now, if he had evolved it into a Seismitoad, then maybe we'd have something, but on top of Palpitoad being an unnecessary derp of a Pokemon, it serves no value to Ash's Unova team, because he already has a water type in Oshawott and a ground type in Crocodile, so the only purpose Palpitoad could serve at that point is comic relief, and no, please, no. Just look at that face. No. And the number 1 pick that Ash should absolutely release is also probably his least known Pokemon, and that's Tauros. But it's not the Tauros that he used a few times in the Pokemon League. It's the 29 other Tauros that he caught in the Safari Zone just for kicks and giggles and have never seen the light of day since. Now, the episode where Ash caught all these Tauros was banned in the US because of the presence of guns, so that might be why they haven't been seen, but still, you do not need 29 extra Tauros, Ash. I mean, we're all used to catching a million of the same Pokemon in the games for things like shiny hunting or IV breeding or whatever, but it's a different game in the anime, and the fact that Ash literally has 29 Tauros just sitting at Oak's lab is pretty ridiculous. So unless Professor Oak is secretly a farmer from the 1800s who needs a whole herd of Tauros to plow his fields, it's time for you to let go, Ash. Let go. Let go. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 Pokemon that Ash should absolutely release. Even though Ash hasn't gotten close to catching every single Pokemon like he's wanted, he still has some that he needs to get rid of on top of that. If there's any of Ash's Pokemon that you think he should release, leave it in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. I'll be doing a counterpart to this video next Saturday where I give you guys the top 5 Pokemon that Ash shouldn't have released. And I also have more Halloween themed videos coming throughout the month of October, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't so you can be notified when all of this great content goes live. Anyways, thank you once again for watching. I'll be back with another video soon, and until then, I will smell you guys later.